We usually say that politics is a game. The same way, I want to tell you that there's no perfect metaphor or symbolism that can explain how politicians run our government more than chess. The same way government normally have a social structure, in the same way chess has got structure. Chessboard has got rocks. Government has got army. What I mean is that rocks in chessboard represent army. Then the same way chess has got these pieces called knights. They always come in pair. And knight represent the police or the law enforcement in government. Then chess has got what we call bishops. Government has got what we call the church. And to add on this one, this can also represent the king's messenger, because king's messenger or queen's messenger, normally those people who are closer to the kings and queens are called bishops. And chessboard has got a queen. This is the person that is close or next to the president in a government or a ruling hierarchy. It is the most is the most second most is the second most strong piece on the chessboard. And we have the king that can represent the ruling leader. This represents William Ruto. The price of this one is infinite. When you capture the head of any particular ruling hierarchy, then the game is over. And we have the front pieces that these can represent ideas. They're always called the pawns. They can represent ideas or people of less stature in the government. Chess is always dualism, same way as politics. Like, for instance, today we have a dualism with government over 2024 financial bill. That is the dualism that we have with the government. And for you to make a progress in chess, you have to make a move. The same way in politics, to create a career, you have to initiate an idea or a person that you have in your company. So, ladies and gentlemen, William Ruto initiated the idea of the punitive idea of a 2024 financial bill, and the public rejected that bill. And something happened yesterday. William Ruto released a presser, and it appeared to be more of State of Nation address. And that was a nice move. This is politics. And never trust a politician. But what did we do? There's a change of mood. People are accepting that maybe you should give him a second chance, of which I also agree. People deserve second chances. But this is politics. There's always an end game. What have we done? We've actually captured the idea that he gave us yesterday. We've bought in the idea. You've accepted that he's somebody that can change, and we should give him the second chance. But that is a bait. And in chess, that is what we call a queen's gambit. What is a queen's gambit? A queen's gambit, it's an act or a remark that is calculated to gain an advantage, especially at an onset of a situation. In chess, just like in politics, it simply means somebody has sacrificed something, but for later gain. So what we should start asking ourselves is that, what has William Ruto sacrificed? Because that is exactly what William Ruto has done. We had already subjected William Ruto to a very hard place. We had already put him in a hard place in a rock, and perhaps you could see that Zakayo alikuwa anashuka for real, and we managed to do that in a very simplistic way. Guys, revolution doesn't always come that easy, and we managed to bring something that that defeated our parents and Generation X to do, and we did it that simply. But I'm afraid we are losing the war. We are losing the war. We baited Ruto with Generation Z to fight us. And he brought the police to fight the Generation Z. But what he did not know that he was checking on his moves, and we wanted to checkmate him that easily. So when he introduced the police in this mix, we attacked the police. What did he do? Since Ako State House and he feels that he owns the country, he came out and threatened us. We captured the police and entered the parliament. He didn't know that that was the last move to put him on a checkmate position. He doesn't have a place to move, and the only place that he could move back is State House, that we almost get into that. But we are destroying the moves, the great moves that we made. And Ruto is simply doing that with less efforts. Is making that happen with less efforts. Why do you think, ladies and gentlemen, Ruto is playing this game of Gambit with us? Ladies and gentlemen, if this is the first time you're into this channel, please, this is my humble plea. Please take your 1 or 2 seconds and click the subscribe button before we proceed with our analysis. Why is William Ruto playing Gambit with Kenyans? Guys, William Ruto is recreating himself. And he's doing this through deception. Deception will always make you feel like you have a choice. He's subjecting us to a place that he wants us to feel that we have a choice going forward. Those who know how the power of deception works, power of self-recreation works, knows how much power self-recreation knows how much power it can come with. Initially, how did you know Ruto? We knew Ruto as a perfect liar, incompetent, a tribalist, and we were almost considering him as a narcissist. But the guy is currently rebranding himself, that he wants us to feel that he's a changed guy. Then another thing that is bringing in is playing to our fantasies. Is telling us what we want to hear. He is accepting our demands without a question and promising to make enormous improvements on changes on these demands. But here is the point that we should have a third eye. Politicians are politicians, and this is why we usually say that politicians are like diapers. They need to get changed regularly. It's something that you should not have for a longer period of time. And we should have a third eye. In the book of 48 Laws of Power, Robert Greene tells us that when you put your enemy down, don't give your enemy space, because when the enemy comes back, let you be assured that your enemy will finish you. And Ruto, we've given Ruto the space of breathing, and actually, the guy may thrive. The guy has thrived. He's playing to our fantasy, and as you know, fantasy comes with pleasure. We always feel comfortable, the same way our Gen Z and our parents used to feel comfortable under the pre governments that we've passed. This is what William Ruto is doing. You want us to believe that he's a changed man. That's why there's a rumor of cabinet reshuffle, of which that one also is a different strategy of gaining power. You sacrifice the people that you have for you to retain that power. We should be on the lookout, because if we don't watch ourselves, you're going to end up like our parents. And this is what the government enjoys. Have you seen the opposition is not supporting the cause as much as we are supporting the cause? Because the politicians will always remain politicians. There's always an interest that will converge. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time, and that's my take. And I just want to let you know that the king is naked, or we've already checkmated. We've already put we have already put the king in a checkmate position. Bye bye.